Nice to me to have.
Yeah. You don't like it?
I do like it.
Okay, Jess.
Yeah.
My legs still look like
Do you
that.
see the camera?
Yeah.
Is that where you're sitting tonight?
I will be here. Yes.
Okay. And you're sitting?
Yes. I will be drawing.
How's that look? Good?
Good.
I'm guessing we don't have a ton of stuff to put out tonight, right? Since we
No, everything will be
I have
fine.
some stuff.
I have a few.
okay.
So
There we go.
porridge. Okay. Where's the amp? I was gonna say, where's the amp, Super Chat? But I end up just apologizing for the jokes I'm making.
You want a table? And I'm not complaining. Is that
Okay.
Okay, so we are live to YouTube and Facebook. So if you could do me a solid and hit share on anything, literally anything. Copy. Oh, hello, come on in. Come in, we're just beginning the evening. So we just went live to YouTube and Facebook, and we're gonna spin the wheel and get rolling here. So feel free, you can come in and we'll start, and then we can make sure there's so much chairs and stuff stacked here. So a bunch of people came in the front door. So we'll make sure we'll get you chairs and everything set up very quickly. Why we share is so the more people that can see what we're doing here, the more they will tune in to the actual auction at 9 o'clock, and the more people will be able to see your artwork. So we're on YouTube and Facebook, and I'm going to begin the evening. So this is Rumble 522. So that means we've done this 522 Wednesdays in a row,
Which is hilarious. I'm gonna start by
we're going to do the land acknowledgement first, and then we're going to get our inspiration. The Creator gifted us with this land that we are blessed to share and care for together. We acknowledge that the land we gather on Mohkinstsis is the ancestral territory of the Siksika, Sitapi, the Siksika, the Kainai, the Piikani, and the Amska Piikani. We acknowledge all the Treaty 7 signatories, including the Sutena people, as well as the Ayarhe Nakota Nations, Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Wesley. This land is also home of Métis Nation Region 3 and all others who call this place home. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And yes, so if you are new or coming in for the first time, we spin our magical wheel of fate and we get 3 random ideas, which you are totally free to ignore in the art and poetry and awesomeness that you are creating tonight. But if you get any ideas, that's awesome. First piece of inspiration comes to us from Johnny Cash. Hey baby, wake up. Hey baby, wake up. If the sky should fall today, we could go outside and catch doves and everything will be okay. Shake a leg and come on now. I need my biscuit buttered, babe. Hey, wake up. I saw it on Channel 4. The president's out running back and forth and to and fro. Gonna make some big decisions and he thought you'd need to know. Hey babe, wake up. Did you hear the latest news? The man said Roy and Dale split up. And Dale got triggered too. Yeah, I hear your sweet feet on the floor. I knew that you'd get through to you.
So, first piece of inspiration is hey baby, wake up. I like that first line.
If the sky should fall today, we could go outside and catch doves.
So, first piece of inspiration, catching doves. Second piece of inspiration comes to us from Folk Tales of Rock and Stone.
So the second piece of inspiration is the Adder Stone. This story is from Lewis in the Outer Hebrides of the Scottish coast. I just want to know about the Adder Stone. Sorry. How about they were completely agreed on this until the day when Maggie went down to the beach to bring back the sheep, where they were eating the seaweed. Sheep eating seaweed. And the Adder Stone. And the last green sheep. So catching doves and green sheep. And the last.
Hello. Just two little tips about sharing the link. Before COVID, we used to just come in here. Lots of people come in. It'd be like armpit crammed in right next to somebody, sweaty and hot. And it was kind of fun, but also kind of scary sometimes. And then during COVID, we just did it from here. Jess and I were alone talking to this funny little camera. And here's two little pieces of psychology about selling your work. The more people that get on this line, this feed, and see your work during the Rumble, the more likely your work is to sell. And furthermore, the more you share, the more your friends and family will be involved in the auction, and they'll probably have a bias towards buying your piece over other people's pieces. So here's the funny thing about an auction, and I'm not here for the money. Jess and I work here for free, and we donate everything we have to keeping the place open.
We just try to make rent to keep it
Yeah.
open.
But if you were interested in money, you need two people chasing your piece. So if two people want to spend $20,000 on your piece, it's going to shoot up. If one person wants to spend $20,000 on your piece, it might go for your opening bid. So it's really smart to get as many people that love you involved in the auction. What we really love is people on dates. So like Tinder date, guy comes in, girl makes a piece of art, we're making rent, right? Because he's got to impress her. If he doesn't bid on the piece, he's a chump. But also what's fun is siblings or cousins. That's also fun to watch cousins bidding against each other. That gets really ripe. What else is really fun to watch?
Well, sometimes like roommates.
Roommates isn't fun because they both own the piece, but it's funny. Like Jess and I.
Well, you bid against me,
Jess
and I'd be
and I
like,
bid-
I'm gonna put it in a drawer.
We are married and we do share a house. But mostly at that point, we're just that part is pure theater. Anyways, I'm gonna let you get back to the auction, but please copy, paste, share the link as much as you can because that's really what's going to keep us open.
First piece of inspiration was from Johnny Cash, Catching Doves. Second piece was Green Sheep. And third piece comes from Bob Dylan, Tarantula. Advice to Tiger's brother. You are in the rainstorm now, where your cousins seek raw glory near the bridge and the lumberjacks.
Seeking raw glory. Advice to tigers. There's like tigers and sheeps and doves. Oh my. So we're going to make art for 2 hours. And Chelsea is up here. This is Chelsea. And please, I'm pointing out Chelsea because she's helping me with everything. Please let me or Chelsea know if you have any questions. And we're getting the artwork up on Rumble 522 event page. And so people can see it at home. I think that's all. Hi. And if you are coming here for art, I will get your stuff.
Oh, it's okay.
That's so exciting.
Oh, okay. Yes, I am. Fiona, and it was Rich's piece last week.
Oh, beautiful. It's up at the front.
Okay. Nice. Be the keeper of the purse. I can't stay tonight either. Want me to grab it? Yeah, it's, I think it's just. What the hell, like?
That's a good thing. Hi, how are you? I'll have your pieces too.
And actually, it was because you said on your live that it reminded you of Esha.
Of what?
Of Esha.
Yeah.
And I just went, yeah, it does, absolutely. I like that. It's very cool.
I like the accent.
I like yours.
Where's your from?
England.
Where in England?
Originally from Sussex.
Okay.
Sussex.
My mother is from Wales.
Right?
And is Sussex what in the south or the north?
Very south.
right?
So
So
you can see fonts on Vicky.
I used to have really good ear for accents.
Oh yeah, there's so many.
I've never been to England, but I can trace around it in my head
Oh really?
based on the accents. Not so much now because I broke this ear, and it's my concentrating ear. So your left eye, right eye dominant.
Oh, that's really funny because I'm a little deaf too.
Is it your dominant too?
This is my dominant.
It's your, so you're not deaf and you're dominant too? Or you are deaf and you're dominant?
Very exciting. Yes.
You would know like this, if you gave me instructions on the phone to get somewhere, I would immediately put it to my right ear, which is the one I can.
Right.
So,
Yes, that's my dominant ear.
I don't have the
This is
same,
business ear, isn't it? And this is other ear.
I don't have the same gift for accents that I used to have, kind of breaks my heart.
Yeah, it's like paper bags, right? Welcome. Should we change?
No. Thank you. Did you just sign it? Yeah. You just put your confidence in it. So I'm exhausted.
We were just talking about that. We're talking about life expectancy. It's like maybe a couple more years and then I'm good.
I'm 84. You know, you think you have an age?
Yeah.
I've actually done some research on that. And yeah, 84 has been my. So I'll get another 20 something years. But thank you. Excellent. It is like Esher.
Very good. Thank you.
Look, it's going in a frame tonight. Be on the wall.
What's your profession?
Where do I start?
The one you love.
The one I love?
Yeah.
Glass blowing.
What did you say, sorry?
Glass
blowing.
Yeah. My job in Case Hills, I make
Cool.
very blingy. Very not stars.
That's very cool.
Which I didn't tell you.
We were just talking about whether we should start figure drawing on Thursdays or not. Should we? Would you come to that?
If you're yes.
We used to.
Nude?
Well, we always ran nude. However, my little boy's 10 and he's really interested, so we're considering clothes, and then actually that would take a lot of the stress out of finding models because that was probably our biggest stressor.
I go to Atelier Artista.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do?
I do.
Well, we don't want to
It's
poach.
expensive.
Yeah, we weren't even going to charge,
Oh,
which is
well, you
actually
should
something I
charge.
have to figure out because I didn't want to.
The only reason we charged in the past was because we always paid the models like
Sure.
$25 an hour. But then it was like if we sat and it was like more low key and we drew whoever wanted to sit, then it takes all of the stress out and it can be more accessible for people too. So
Sure.
we're just playing with all these
maybe
different
like,
ideas.
Yeah.
maybe like a non-mandatory maximum $30 per family donation versus like I'm gonna take this. Are
Well,
you
put it
using-
out there, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
there's lots of interest. I'm interested.
It was really nice meeting you in
Yeah, you
person.
You'll see me tonight, I'm sure.
Awesome. Take care. Bye.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, which one of these do you like the best? Or all of them?
Ooh. This one because the arms are really dynamic. I like all of
I'll do all of them.
them. The colors are all really purpley greeny tonight.
Did you see Tina or Stu?
Steve rolled in. Wait,
That was so
everything happened at the same time because I had a piece of art for Tina. Oh, that's okay. If he's got Steve or Tina, if you're there, I have a piece of art for you. Don't worry if they're gone.
I keep bumping that camera. Are you still in frame?
People at home, I hope you're not seasick. Everything is fine.
He's gone.
That's okay. Yeah, everybody came in at the same
I
time.
know,
I
I
was
didn't
like,
even see him, and I haven't seen him for a while.
yeah. Aw. I love watercolor.
Please help yourselves. Well, I thought I was too. There's not even there's not even yeah, come over. Oh yeah, we can just my morning. What are you thinking? So they're sleeping over. And then we were gonna go to brunch.
Really?
And then
Yeah.
and I'm just dropping them off.
I seen that you guys were painting.
Just up to your house.
You okay?
Yeah. Very well.
Like tonight, 9:30 to 10, and then at 12 to 12:30, and then 1 o'clock onwards. Oh, yeah. But then I have to do.
That's exactly that I needed.
Yeah.
Yep. They think we all hang out here.
No, I was just trying to. So funny. It's like those guys when you don't like everything.
What do you mean?
Steven and Aaron. Yeah, both. I know, I've heard that Aaron.
Might have been one of your-
They know each other.
Yeah, when we.
Yes.
It's like a.
Those is gonna be the orange one.
Those drains.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then our basketball friends are like.
How have you been?
Good. How about you?
This is the hat.
Yeah, I like that.
And maybe.
Same thing. Is that what you?
Half and half. I did the eyeball. If you're
Yeah.
not super artsy,
I like the way you
I've
shot.
been like my ass.
It's
It's not really super creative.
She's gonna start tossing.
I saw a thing, I saw a thing on Instagram where someone was like, oh, every time someone's picking me up, every time you do a little ad on the page, and then all of a sudden it was like.
It's happening on that
It's like doing things.
There's happy people.
Interesting, or who's on there?
We got Kelly. We got Steve.
How about in the corner there? Oh, Steve there?
Douglas.
How many people we got?
Kelly.
Yeah?
No, Rich is asking me who's here. Sorry. I just keep saying Kelly over and over again.
Sorry.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi.
I'm just gonna put it here. I'm so busy with pictures. I think I can handle the plate cleaner. Actually,
A hush fell.
What?
A hush fell over the crowd.
I thought you said a marshmallow.
I told a kid in the back of my class to stop eating the bad marshmallows today. It looked like he was chasing invisible butterflies. And then he just smiled really big and he stopped. And after I was like, I was just bugging you. He's like, yeah.
What do you think she just said?
Something about a kid being a bad marshmallow.
Eating a bad marshmallow. I was like, stop eating the bad marshmallows. Because he was like,
Is a reference to we're watching The Electric Mayhem, and instead of going on your typical mushroom trip, which they would have done in the olden days,
Yeah.
and because it's Disney, they did a funny scene where they went to go camping in the desert.
they went to, it was like, they got a B&B thing. But then when they got there, it was just like a hut.
And so they found
And
some
all-
marshmallows in a shovel, and they started eating the marshmallows. When they realized the marshmallows were from the 90s, and then they all started tripping. So it was kind of a cheat trick for them to go on
A trip.
a trip.
I see.
Oh, I didn't know.
Good, yeah, I'll probably outline.
It's pretty good trail though. It is really good. I thought you spent a lot.
And that's what that story was.
Sorry.
Not
I
that
also
it made
start laughing really hard and don't really get
Well,
words
no,
out.
I'm not saying you didn't need it translated. It was
perfectly well executed.
You're like, I don't even know what that's.
I mean, if you know everything we did this weekend. But for those of you that don't live with us, that was a funny story about the Muppets.
Thank you.
Tell that chick behind me. Oh,
Tell him what?
nothing. Is Alux here? Oh, that's a funny message she sent me.
You could have gone for a walk.
There might have been a delay. It could be Alux or the Wi-Fi.
Oh my, I love magpies. They're so beautiful.
I mean, I cats go crazy.
Truth. Also, my parents. Your
You're
cat
sitting
and my
in the
parents.
backyard with a gun while I'm doing everything that I'm what are you guys doing with that?
My dad once spent an entire season, because he was not employed, setting up electric current to our metal dog food bowl to try and zap the magpies when they come and steal the dog.
How many did he get?
I don't think he actually got any,
That's because they're fucking smart.
but he tried for a really long time.
But I mean, think about this. What that says about your dad.
Sorry, Dad. Sorry.
Wasn't as smart as the magpies.
They're smart.
They are smart.
I love them because they're smart. And people always complain that they're noisy. I'm like, well, people are noisy.
That's true.
True. People are nicer than magpies.
And then they flipped it. They eat other birds' eggs. You know, I'm like, what'd you have for breakfast? Or, I don't want to talk to you right now.
Yeah. I like magpies. I don't know why. I think because I know they're smart, I feel like they're not as dirty as other birds.
They're so beautiful.
They're cleaner
Well,
than
I
other
know.
birds.
okay, but they are the cleanup crew.
They're,
Yeah.
yeah.
We love hunters. You know, we love polar bears that'll eat your face. But magpies just eat the rubbish that's left over by other killers. And for some reason, we think they're awful. You know, like,
Have you ever
Okay.
seen a really chunky magpie? They're so cute.
Oof. Or when they fluff up when they're cold. Oof.
So remember a few weeks ago we were talking about the crazy 2 killer whales that were like taking out the livers of the sharks?
yeah.
Now there is a mother killer whale that's teaching her calves how to sink ships.
Yes.
So they think that she was hurt by
Like Moby Dick
a boat.
style.
So she is literally teaching them to ram. One of them goes at the rudder and one of them goes at the side, and they've sunk like 4 or 5 sailboats.
That's epic.
Yeah,
I feel like nature is gonna take back nature.
they're just like enough,
Yeah, enough.
like enough now. We haven't killed you guys yet. The key is yet.
Yeah, stay out of the water.
Yeah.
It's too many big yachts in their spaces.
I don't blame them. I feel for them.
Yeah.
Right?
True. Noisy people. Noisy people on yachts.
Yeah, like we all have a little extra less sympathy for yacht people anyways.
It's true. None of us.
Sorry.
None of us own yachts.
Right by where Jeff Bezos
There might be
yacht
some
is.
art buyers joining us tonight that have yachts, and we love you.
I don't know if any of our art buyers own yachts. Sorry. Maybe.
You never know.
One never knows.
Well, Dr. John's pretty lovely, and I bet you he has a yacht or 3.
And then what else?
Did I take a picture of my thing?
That's when you're behind 10 and it's like, I noticed you stopped touching the kid. Well, I wasn't touching it at all. Well, or I have sat here so that you and I was not. And you were like, did I not tell you that was no. No, he seems to grow. That's because I told Brandon.
What is it?
I'm like, I don't
Well.
see that Sunday.
That demonstrative that you made. What was that?
I was thinking about. I don't think I have a picture of my other piece from last week.
What was it?
Magpie.
Who got it?
Joanne. She's in the other room. But the
Yeah, ask her for a copy.
was like, do I really want to get up?
You do.
Do I?
You do.
But then there will be no one on the live feed.
What do you want me to go get for you?
No.
Yeah.
Would you mind taking a picture of my magpie painting that I just gave to Joanne?
Not at all.
I'm really sorry.
No.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Nothing to do.
And I'll take pictures of these pieces up here.
Oliver, I think Galen's brought a special vehicle to drive you home tonight. I'm not sure what that means. I think it might have to do with he didn't take his motorcycle because he wanted to drive you home. And we'd like to see something of yours. I think it's a sword.
What?
Galen's driving you home tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't be in a rush.
I'm in a rush.
Well, I mean, you can be
Let's
in a
see
rush.
the cookery.
Something like that, yeah.
So yeah, he was talking about that last time he drove. Said
What
he
is
was
it?
looking at getting one. The Gurkha knife.
Oh, good tonight.
Did I see your chair?
Nope. You did not. You are perfect.
Do you not remember my Gurkha knife?
You have a lot of knives. They kind of all look the same to me.
Oh.
Ouch.
I remember the one you cut your tendon with. Is that the one?
I'm saying you got a lot of kids and they
What
all
is the
look
one
The
same.
one
that
you
I cut,
needed surgery from?
the
Is that
one I cut my tendon from? What did that look like?
Sharp.
too
Or
scary?
sharp edges.
Or did it have a hook?
No, that's the Gurkha knife. That's not the one I cut myself.
Oh, okay. You missed the other night when the
Pickle?
lady pulled a butterfly knife on me.
Call a baby pickle as a gherkin?
What's right?
Isn't
A gherkin.
gherkin a pickle?
Yeah. Also, there's a jar that has a funny label on it.
Oh yeah. I don't think it was for pickles. I think it was based
I'm still very full. Yeah, we just made a pizza and we didn't eat any of it. I was gonna give you a while ago. We're just like,
Oh, Brit. This
What?
is so good.
What?
Sometimes I don't even say thank you, Chelsea.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I don't even see the paintings until I take pictures of them
Mhm.
and then focus on them
Yeah.
like that.
Did I tell you I cut myself with my butterfly knife already?
Really?
I thought those were illegal.
You can still get them on Amazon.
We were just talking about Jeff Bezos on his yacht.
Is there anything on Amazon where people do get checked? Like,
Oh,
Is
I'm
it
sure
like
it could
gambling
get
on Amazon?
checked.
Yeah.
It's just it's labeled as like a utility camping knife, so it doesn't.
Well, and they wouldn't fine you. They just wouldn't send it to you. Right?
Yeah, they just confiscate it.
You just
give it
have
to
a
their
few
nephews
bucks.
for Christmas?
Yeah, probably.
Like my apple? Like my
Like my apple.
my border guard
I'm
apple?
looking at you, border guard.
Where's that apple from? Why, you hungry? Got your eyes on my apple? I'm gonna have a fun time the next time I go on an airplane.
I just got yelled at by the Mexican security guards for their squishy toy.
I have
Pulled
to
out of
travel-
line as a very small child, very afraid.
I have to travel with like medicine that I have to recheck.
Yeah.
So that's going to be one discussion. And then the next discussion is going to be, why did you go off in the metal detector? maybe because I have metal in my stomach.
Yeah.
From surgery. So it's gonna be another discussion. And I'm just like, oh, you have to arrive like 3 hours early.
You get a letter from your doctor. and-
Yeah, I know. I have to ask for the one, not until next year, so.
Mm.
But still, I know people that have had letters from doctors and have still been stopped.
I've been traveling a really long time.
I get to travel to the UK next year.
What? That's amazing.
Oh, yuck. Isn't that how you pronounce UK?
No, you guys know what?
How would you say
Ugh.
the UK?
Yeah.
The ook? Going to the ook?
Look at this piece. This was donated back from,
Am I on screen?
yeah,
Am I registered on screen?
yeah. Where's Greenview?
What? Oh, it's right next to Wayne. You can see it from right there.
I didn't hear the first part.
Where's Wayneview?
Oh, I heard Greenview.
Oh, Brainview?
No, Greenview.
What are you saying?
Green. The
Oh, yeah, it's
color
right next to
Greenview.
green. You can see green from the yard.
You're silly.
I used to have a joke book when I was a kid that had a whole series of silly Billy jokes.
Silly Billy.
And I would think that throughout life, most people would have replaced Silly Billy with whatever demographic of people they don't like. Edmontonians would replace Silly Billy with Calgarians, and Calgarians would replace Silly Billy. But Silly Billy was the butt of every joke in this joke book.
Poor Billy.
Well, it doesn't really matter. It's not an interesting story. I don't know why I told it. Other than every time I hear the word silly, Silly Billy pops into my head.
Silly Billy.
When Tice learned how to read, he was quite little, and his highlight was phoning his grandma, and she had sent him a knock-knock joke, and they would tell each other knock-knock jokes over the phone for like an hour straight.
Mm, that's
Like,
oh,
Hey, there.
cute.
Hey, Alox, are you here?
No,
Is Alox sending me messages from the future? Are they from last week or next week?
I'd have to see the messages.
I need to tell Alox somehow that I can't see what he's sending me my messages because I'm
Do
painting.
you know what that's from? Looney Tunes. The remake of Looney Tunes. In the 90s, I think. Or early, yeah, in the 90s.
There was a reading.
Yeah, it was a little girl, and she'd walk around and go, "I want to get it, judge."
Maybe I'll watch the original Looney Tunes. I don't remember that.
The original
You know,
was like
Can I
cool.
can I say something about the original Looney Tunes? Is like the Looney Tunes existed for 70 years, I
Yeah.
think, and there's a resurgence in the. I mean, like there's so many layers of what could be the Looney Tunes. It would be really hard to define like what was the original, unless you're talking about the black and white ones where they were a little bit, well, quite inappropriate. What are we talking about? Like, and then
Like the 90s version of when they had like, it was at the same time as Pinky and the Brain and all
Yeah.
them. Was Pinky and the Brain in Looney Tunes? No.
no, but
It was
Inspired.
WB.
Pinky and the Brain.
Wasn't
Was
it
Pinky and the
W?
Brain?
Yeah, I watched Pinky and the Brain.
What are we gonna do today?
Same day we do every night.
Take over the world.
To take over the
So-
world.
And they had those goofy looking characters that did elevator go up and elevator go down. And they hit the sides of the elevator. And that
Yeah.
little girl who squeezed George.
Yeah.
George was a cat, right? A grumpy old cat.
Whoa.
So hugged him and squeezed him and called him George, and he did not enjoy.
Yeah. You're
Wait,
right.
was that a reference to Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's also a reference to Of Mice and Men.
Oh.
So was that all called in George?
I killed those goddamn rabbits, George.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, what was it? I'll kill those cats if they touch my rabbits, George. Yeah, like suddenly in reading Of Mice and Men, you're like, wait a second. Hang on a tick.
Well, you never know where they got their influence from, right?
No, that's a
Warner
direct.
Brothers.
It's a direct reference. To the book.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because you spend a lifetime just thinking it's a silly voice, and then you realize it's there's so much awesome references to, like, I was watching a bunch of Humphrey Bogart movies a while ago, and I started catching all the Bugs Bunny references that went over my head. Because Bugs Bunny was originally meant for adults.
Yeah.
And they turned it into Saturday morning cartoons because it was just cheap leftovers. At a time when, like, they were putting the least effort into, like, children's programming, like Rocket Robin Hood, where, like, Little John's eye would disappear halfway through the credits and reappear later. Like, people just didn't care about kids programming. And I always thought it was strange that there was so much written words in the Looney Tunes when I didn't read. Right, sitting there begging my sister to tell me what the coyote sign said. She said, "Well, you're old enough to read it. You can know." Usually said help.
Usually said help.
I could read help. It was the Acme ones I missed out on.
Yeah. Do you want me to take a picture of yours? Oh, there's more than one.
Oh!
He's got little feet.
There's like so much cuteness.
Oh, he's just a little egg.
I would love them and pay. Squeeze them in like
It's all right.
He's sparkly. I love penguins.
They're so cute. Sorry, just fell asleep. Everything's fine though. Rich, look at this picture. Oh no.
That was so soft.
Good luck finding his eyes. I'm gonna steal that chair. I'm not sitting this one.
Rich,
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble. So
sorry. I'll show you a picture.
Oh, he looks angry. He does, the way his eyebrows are sitting, he looks angry. He's angry all day. He's tickling me up. From like this angle.
He's like the Kraken. He's gonna like take
He's
over.
like frowning.
I like
Baby
that.
Kraken and training.
I like how the like yarn will give it different personality depending on.
set free the Kraken.
What's that angry whale name?
Angry
Moby.
whale name, Moby.
He's an octopus, not a whale.
Sorry, he's gonna run along.
I do make whales, so there's confusion.
Moby Dick actually had a different name a while ago.
You what?
Had a different name.
Yeah. Hello. Hi. Have you been in before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah. So I won. I'm Angela. I won
Oh,
the
hi.
Marks.
I have this hoping up here, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so
Right?
beautiful.
I'm like, I'm so-
Like it's just yeah.
I call him Ned.
What?
Been trying to sell it.
Yeah.
Nobody's-
And I'm just like, it's so beautiful. I
But
love
it
it.
is so beautiful.
I know.
Oh, Angela's so
He
gorgeous.
doesn't look
Well,
angry like
you're
this.
opening
He's just
the-
like, goes like this. That's awesome.
we'll put it up. Put the pieces up on the event page, and then people can look at this stuff beforehand. And then I'll.
Yeah, look how beautiful. there is dog hair because it's my trellis. It doesn't matter.
Dog
It's
and
every.
cat
I was like,
hair.
it's everywhere, even if I don't go near them.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Would you open this here?
Yeah, 10:30.
I'm gonna. Sorry, make a decision here. And then I will grab your pieces.
Do you see if I put a brush down over there? Do you see if I put a brush down over there?
Yes. And oh god. Perfect. So do you need change? I have
No, mine was 30, right?
perfect.
Yeah.
It's a two piece.
Yeah.
Or Daisy.
Oh, this is your name.
Or Pansy.
No, Pansy have that reference.
Or jumping at any of these names. I'm failing.
What are you guys looking for? A name for what?
I need for the
A
penguin.
name for the penguin.
Filbert. Desmond? Rudy.
Filbert with a PH or an F?
Michelin.
PH, right? Phil.
Martha.
I love that.
Thomas.
Thomas is a dream. Oh, and there's so many people that can find space.
Gina, I did, and there's also another funny name for that that particular whale. Had a different first name. It wasn't Moby Dick. It was
Oh yeah, that was in that book you were reading.
what was it? Like Gunther Whale or something like that. It wasn't really Gunther.
Hold on.
Also, here's a little tidbit.
I have a feeling I'm gonna have
Yeah?
to end up making.
Melville was a complete failure. Nobody liked his book.
The colors they
And it wasn't discovered or respected until 30 years after he died.
white, cream, light gray, dark gray, black, pink, and blue. I'm like, how am I supposed to make things cute and colorful if half of those colors are shades?
Yeah.
And then online, it's like you have to order it to the store or order it online. You have to do like
Mocha Dick.
a minimum
Mocha
of
Dick?
3
Yeah.
of whatever you want.
It's not crazy.
$40. That's too much.
Named after the Chilean island of Mocha.
I do.
You ever look for your own
I do. I look every single day.
And it was the
we.
whale. That was the actual name of the whale that inspired the book, I think.
Oh yeah,
That might be what that was.
I have too much.
And they, yeah,
Right.
we have boxes of it at home, but it's not the right, it's not the right one.
Sometimes you'll be like crocheting something and then you're like, I need 5 more yarn. And my parents are like, why do you need more yarn? You have like 50 balls of yarn. I'm like, it's not the right yarn.
Well, and Ash's also started, they're making something with granny squares, so they have piles of granny squares, but they haven't actually turned the granny squares into anything yet, they just have piles of granny squares. And then they get bored and move on to something else.
And I found this gothic stitching group on Facebook, and it's the cutest thing every day of my life to see. And then it's mostly people apologizing that it's not goth enough, and they're like, sorry, this isn't goth enough, and there's like just granny square, like cool granny square things, skulls, like all these different like knit and crochet pieces. I'm like, oh.
So good. Filbert and Ned.
Which one's Filbert?
The penguin.
Filbert.
And
Of
Ned
course.
is happy
Look at all
when
these
you tilt his bum up a little bit, and then when he swims towards you aggressively, he gets
This is Ned. He's only happy from certain angles.
Aren't we all?
It's true. And this is Filbert. Look at his little toes. He's a happy little dude. And he's sparkly. These are by Praxis. Also, Angela is putting this beautiful. It's so
I wonder if it
pretty.
would, like, glow under the black light because it looks neon.
We're gonna try it out in the auction time. This is by Angela. Opening is 20. I'm gonna put it up on the thing. Gosh, golly.
That
Who
will
needs to go to
go
a
on.
mall when you have these nice things coming to Rumble House.
That is actually black light.
What are you saying, Kelly? Sorry.
It's black light because of the colors.
Well, that's what we're gonna test out. We're gonna
Looks
test
cool.
it in the black light.
That's pretty good bag.
It's a good bag.
Not like the brightest yellow yarn. Like
Hi,
hybrid
Galen.
yellow is actually
How are you doing? Good.
Like the
What's your answering machine? Hello.
Hello.
I can keep one for myself.
Hello. Oh, these are so soft. Look, I'm just gonna hold all of these things.
I'm not just like something she can
No,
wear.
just a stick.
I have your hat and I do wear it. But like, just like balls of things, just like on me.
Jess, what's the starting bid for the one with the lighter color?
Filbert,
That
the
one.
penguin,
Yeah.
$10.
$10.
Can I bid $10?
$10 to Kelly.
I was thinking for my mom, it's her birthday tomorrow.
Cute. Happy birthday,
How are
Kelly's
you?
mom.
Where's cucumber? I'm going back.
I know we eat so many cucumbers at my house.
All the time in all of the salads too. I love cucumbers.
We just do kind of veg lots,
It was
Yeah.
fun.
like
We were late.
with hummus or just
Yeah.
in a bowl. Everything in our house is a bowl.
That's nice though. Like when we come on the weekends, we just like I just bring like things just to cut up, like just like
Yeah.
hunks of things.
Very nice stuff.
We brought a pre-made chicken last night, like one of those barbecue
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, yeah.
And usually I cut myself a little piece of breast.
Yeah.
I stood at the counter and ate 2 drumsticks and a wing before we even had supper.
So you needed
I
it,
was like, oh, I guess I'm very hungry.
and you needed some protein.
I think so.
Sometimes you just need it.
Literally. My kid's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I think I'm full now, but I'm okay.
That's
Chicken's gone, but good luck, kids.
peanut butter in our house.
Yeah, we both always dark chocolate and peanut butter.
Peanut butter spoons were always a thing at our house.
We do
Until I started buying real peanut butter, my kids are mad at me now.
foldy over bread, keto bread.
Like, not Kraft peanut butter, like just peanuts ground up. Kraft peanut butter.
Why did not?
Very sugar.
No, there's only 1% sugar. That's the one we get. Maybe they make
Oh,
it
really?
different. Yeah, that's why we get it because it's always like it's like really low sugar
Oh,
content.
it's like the regular Kraft peanut butter is just oil and sugar.
Oh,
And it tastes very good on a spoon.
does taste good on a spoon.
That's
Also-
from my childhood.
That's nice.
Check the sugar on it.
Yeah, because they might have even evolved.
Right. Because I do miss peanut butter. I don't eat it very much anymore.
I mean, I have like 3 jars of peanut butter at home. I'm going to compare them all. See if they change.
Gosh, this is so
'Cause I
pretty.
do enjoy like a peanut butter spoon. It's a good snack, right? But I started buying real peanut butter and I don't eat much bread. So I'm like, what do you do with your peanut butter now?
Peanut butter and crackers. That's my favorite.
Yeah, crackers are like bread though. Like, I don't eat it.
Squares of dark chocolate.
See, I could live without chocolate.
Well, I'm going back
Oh,
tomorrow.
I love dark
I'm
chocolate.
not a chocolate person. I know it's
dark
sad.
chocolate. I only like milk chocolate and it has to be like specific brands.
Oh,
I have a
Otherwise
bunch
it
of
tastes like
chocolate in my
dark chocolate.
cousin or closet that I built that
Can I tell you why Jess and I really aren't really learning what you're saying? Is because it's a little bit like before you quit drinking. And how you and I can talk about certain things now that we've both quit drinking that other people wouldn't get. And they'd almost think we're crazy or deficient or that we don't understand the joy of drinking or something.
Mm.
Jess and I quit eating sugar a year ago. And it has been absolutely transformative.
Yeah.
And we don't crave the same shit that we used to. And you know, like when you're a kid, you didn't like Brussels sprouts, and then you grow up and you like Brussels sprouts.
Nope.
Well, if you cut, if you
Nope.
cut sugar out of your life, a lot of foods that you used to eat stop making sense.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the school year, there is a lot of guilt from the community, and they bring in these cookies and cakes and things to try and make up for
From the community.
the shit their kids put you through. And Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you're like, I'm just trying to survive here, and you keep putting the sugar in front of me, and it's not helping me because I've got no self-esteem and no resilience right now. So you're eating these vast amounts of sugar, and it's just bad for you. And then Jess and I quit eating sugar. Jess and I quit eating sugar, and all of a sudden, like the cakes and things that they bring in that used to be irresistible now seem repulsive. Like it's like looking at plastic. So everything in our diet changed, and then our understanding of food changed. And yeah, like I get that you don't love dark chocolate.
Yeah.
But when you give up sugar, it's like amazing. And so
Yeah.
everything kind of hits you differently.
Yeah.
And then it's a little bit like, you know, if you've ever like read a book and thought that was great, read another book and thought that was great, and then spent a month thinking about it, and then your best friend comes back from like a holiday, and they haven't read the same book, so you can't really connect with them anymore. In fact, I had a beautiful moment today teaching where one of my goofy kids, all of my kids were doing figure drawing today, and they really got engaged. And one of my goofy kids that often gets lured away by his friends got into it. And his friends who were in a different class came by and were in the hallway. So they walked by in the lobby, and they were trying to distract him. They're like making faces and trying to get him to get sucked into being distracted. And I could tell he was irritated because he was actually invested and bought in. And he looks at me like, what do I do? And I'm like, they don't get you anymore. It's like you've evolved. Yeah. He's like, truth. He's like, I wish my friends would go away so I can finish this study. And it was just totally like, they kept trying to push his button to get him to come with them. And he's like, I'm not going. I'm enjoying this. And it was pretty transformative. And it was also why I really got sort of caught up, and it'd be really great to go back to doing figure drawing again.
Was that junior high?
High school. I did figure drawing with my junior high. What was that? I did figure drawing with my junior high yesterday, and then today I finally got around to my high schools because it actually takes a lot of energy out of you. Do you find?
Yeah.
I just mean the concept.
They weren't
They
new.
were pulling on.
They weren't new. But even
No,
doing-
but the idea of evolving
oh
through your drawings and that
That's why I asked
experience.
what people think.
yeah, it was like he'd become a different kind of kid all of a sudden, and like he couldn't connect with why are my friends trying to get me to ditch right now, and why are they making faces at what we're doing? Because it was like everybody was so connected and invested. And it was like, normally you can like tear that stuff apart by just like, bleh, you know, and everybody's like, bleh. And it was so cool to watch him resist that infiltration, you know?
That's cool.
Because also like you're starting to get somewhere, right? And then you see the chumps coming, you're like, oh, come on, you're going to wreck it. And they come and then they wreck it. And then this time it was like they got rejected from wrecking it. And I'm not saying I changed his life. Like, I'm not saying, like, tomorrow he won't go back to being goofy. It was just neat watching him not wanting to get... You know, you have this idea, like, oh, my friend's starting to buy in, and if he buys in and I'm the only one goofing off, I'll be left alone, you know? I think kids that goof off in high school are kind of like the last person to get married in their friend group. You know, we'll all be bros forever. Bob's gone. Shoot, let's go to Vegas. Chuck's gone. It's just you and me, buddy. Oh...
What's your opening bid for On the Road?
$5. It's cute that you asked me that.
What's your opening bid for Botticelli?
$600. Just kidding. $5. About the challenge.
What's
600 cents.
What's your opening bid for The Devil?
Wow, I went really all out, eh? $1. Actually, that one I will give away to anybody that can tell me what story it's from. How's that?
Oh, I was gonna read the story.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. I don't have to read it.
You could. I think it's a bit long.
Yeah, I guess. I just really love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also love it.
Which one?
Oh, I guess if that's
It's a
the
story
game.
about a cat that adopts this family, and every night the cat comes home just mangled. And they start to realize that the cat's fighting the devil at night. And so each night, this cat's going out to the yard, and he stays up to see why the cat's getting so mangled every evening. And it's because the devil's coming into the yard to get them. And the cat's like fighting off the devil. It's called. Is it called? What?
No. Well, it might be influenced. Neil Gaiman wrote it, but it might be influenced by
what?
a Japanese story. He asked.
The cats in Japan are like guardians. They always can talk, you know, like they can detect demons and stuff like that. So.
Well, it's probably.
He's probably influenced by it.
That Neil Gaiman.
He's well read.
Is that what I just said?
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, you don't know what
My best friend was there 9 months ago. So they're coming in September, and I'm going there for my birthday next year. So it's all summer spring break. It would be sooner, but it's expensive. I need to save up.
Where in the UK?
Kind of near Windsor. Just outside of home.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so you fly to London, right?
Yep.
Just wait for it to help. Buy your tickets and then save money to actually go.
Yeah, I am already starting to save money.
Good.
I was gonna make a little tonight, but I don't have any main color for it. I just don't like the underbelly color.
I got to my motorcycle.
Is it out
I
tonight?
fixed my car.
Is your motorcycle out tonight?
No,
I did bring other colors.
Was that what you were asking about earlier?
yeah.
We have a helmet here that you could probably take Oliver home with later.
Well, he's been on a bike, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, oh well. Late now.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Driving a Honda is fun too.
Yeah. It's interesting that you like Hondas. Like that's your brand, eh?
Well, I like the fact that it can coast for 2.5 kilometers down Southland Drive without stepping on the gas. And it's a manual, so.
Yeah. No, I
you
just
don't miss anybody off a light.
I tend to like Yamaha, which is funny because they make the instruments I like and the motorcycles I like. Whereas I noticed you drive a Honda car and Honda motorcycle.
And we have a Honda piano. We have a Yamaha.
I was like, what? What'd you say?
And did I give you an incredulous look?
You did.
That doesn't sound like the real world. I mean, it kind of would be a butthole move for Honda to start making pianos.
Butthole.
It's kind of funny though, eh? It's funny because I think my first car was on Honda. It was an Accord. I was a weird kid.
Well,
Bought a 4-door.
I'll tell you, I wanted a Honda. What was the little tiny one? Was that the
Civic.
Accord? I wanted a Honda Civic so bad in the 90s.
This
And
hatchback.
there was just a few of them left kicking around, and they were just little tiny, like even smaller than a Mini.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, the little tiny, teeny tiny. Was it the Honda Civic?
I don't know. Probably not.
It also might have been the Toyota Corolla. It was also absolutely tiny.
You're talking about that orange one, right?
They came in all the colors, but they were tiny, like
I think you're thinking
almost the
of
size of a smart car.
That's some.
There was a Honda, there's a Honda and a Toyota, and they're both tiny. They were in the same way that there was what?
Was it a little hatchback?
They were both hatchbacks. Yeah. Actually, the Toyota came with a trunk too. It was awesome. But my parents bought a what was the car that looked like a Mustang? The Mercury. A Mercury. I think it was a Mercury. I think it might have had another name, but it was definitely a Mercury. And I always thought it was strange that like you had a Firebird and a Camaro looked alike, and a Mustang and the Mercury looked alike. It's like for every car that was cool, there was a duplicate that just happened to look just like it. Like, who are you trying to fool here?
Which one?
Just yeah.
Oh, so this one. What the heck is it?
I think the Corolla Toyota.
M360. I've never even seen one. Is that it?
Yeah.
I've never seen one of those. 69.
Well, they were making them in the 80s. Like a 1982 Honda looked like what?
It just doesn't bother touching the actual car.
That's literally like
Dad's made it.
first Honda ever sold. It's smaller than a Volkswagen. You just need
It's all like it's not printed on one side. Bought it in- Speaking of honors.
I've never seen one of those.
Want to change
There's so many cute pictures of my
They might not be top sellers in Saskatchewan.
dad's
Might have been okay. Is that possible?
We're not working on the thing.
Maybe people were more interested in having trucks back then.
That's the. I don't remember ever seeing anything like that. I saw some hatchbacks, but I think they were Simmons.
They're very similar. The Honda Civic and whatever that is.
It's not like
On second team doing that too.
You can't get a car.
It wasn't one of these, was it?
Yeah, just like that.
Because that's a Hellman.
Well, it looked like that. It might not have been.
My uncle used to sell those.
I remember my uncle had a BMG. I think here they called them MGs, right?
Yeah.
But he had a BMG. And by that, it was a British. What did the MG stand for?
There's MTVs as well.
I don't know what it stood for.
Was it an MGB? But it was the steering wheel was on the other side, and it was tiny. And man, it didn't even need to go fast because you're so low to the road. It just felt like you're breaking warp speed every time.
Morris Garages. Never would have guessed that in a million years.
What?
MG stands for Morris Garages.
Right. What did BMG stand for?
Yeah. What?
Or MGB?
I watched one of the live streams.
Really?
MG. DNC. Austin.
It is 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
MGB Rose. Doesn't say what it stands for.
Hi. Cool, yeah.
Did you get a haircut?
Yeah, I did.
So next year, and
Does it feel so nice and light?
Yeah, that's good. I've been trying to let it do its thing and grow proper,
Yeah.
but then the color.
That's nice. I used to have those conversations with my daughter all the time. She's like, Dad, what should I do about my hair? I'm like, shave it. And she's like, I want to grow it out. I'm like, shave it. She's like, but the color's not right. I'm like, shave it.
Yep.
Like, just shave it and start fresh.
Yes. It's awesome. And if you got it long enough, you can do like the different hairstyles, like a bob and then like the shave.
Yeah, for sure.
that's right.
We shaved Jesse's hair once.
Tipping.
Thank you kindly.
Is it outside?
Sorry, it's a bit awkward there. Oh, it's perfect.
Okay. Oh, I don't think that's there, right?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, radio out. That's all.
Is it outside or inside? It's what?
Outside. I kind of thought it was gonna be in a car, but it's not going anywhere.
Yeah. And was the parking a problem? No.
Where?
Where you picked up the couch?
No, it was an underground loading belt.
Nice.
So I fixed my car this weekend. I'm just telling my friend about it. I figured it was a starter, but my brother was like, maybe you should do a diagnostic before you try to remove the starter. So then I tried pulling out the servos for it.
Wait,
and
did you
everything.
do the diagnostic?
I tried. But I
How do
couldn't.
you do a diagnostic?
Well, you pull out the relays for it to make sure it's not the ignition and make sure it's not the starter switch. But unfortunately, you have to get a special tool to pull out the relays because they're so tight that you can't pull it out without special pliers.
Yeah.
So after spending 20 minutes getting one out, I got it out and then found out it was the wrong relay.
What did you use for pliers? Or did you get
I
a
did
special
not.
tool?
Gave up and decided I'll just try looking at the starter. So then last weekend, I pulled out you have to pull out the battery, you have to pull out the air intake valves, and then you can see it. So I pulled that out and then I reached down to see, because you can tap it sometimes. If you tap it and it starts, then you know it is the starter because it's got a dead spot in it. So I reached down to tap it and it fell into my hands.
Oh.
One bolt had fallen into the engine, and one side of it had sheared off completely on the engine mount. Like there's two pieces that come out and bolt to the engine. And one had snapped, and it's like metal like this thick, and it snapped totally in half. So somebody at some time worked on it and didn't put the bolts back in properly.
For sure. Have you been here before? No. We are hanging out and making art until 9 o'clock, and then we'll do a live auction. So just take a look around. If there's chairs, you can hang out. There's snacks there if you want to grab something to eat. Are you here to make art?
Did you send us a message earlier?
Yeah, I did.
So I was gonna send a picture of Chelsea and say, just come in Chelsea, and then she stuck her tongue up me and I didn't send the picture.
Oh,
And then I got busy. Yeah, and you stuck your tongue up me. I was
Like,
trying
she
to
looks like she knows what she's doing.
I was trying to make a welcome to the
Should
Rumble
have
House.
said
Thank
that
you.
earlier.
Hi.
She wouldn't have recognized you.
So if you want to sell art, let me know. We can throw it into the auction at 9, and we do a 50-50 split.
Anyhow, I went to pick
But
apart
otherwise,
about
just
these
find a
and then
spot.
slipped it.
It's pretty full today.
I know.
So,
So,
yeah.
That's me. I'll squeeze it
It's a pretty
out.
good weekend. Got the light going, got that going, got my alarm going.
That's funny. I was wondering why you were taking a picture.
I wondered why you stuck your tongue.
You were taking my picture. So,
Usual.
My mom used to do that all the time.
Yeah, until like your mom gets old and wishes she had some pictures of herself when she was young. You know, like,
No, she never cared.
well, who's gonna admit
Tice
that?
got his old Honda started, and he realized when he would drive to work with it, he had to put a liter of oil in it every time he drove. He's like, "Where is all this oil going?" It's all in his coolant. His coolant is filled with oil,
Oh,
so he's not driving his car.
so he's got an engine block problem.
Yeah, so he's driving his step monster.
Yeah, I need a new head gasket so that he's so,
Well, Tice's car he bought for $600 4 years
Oh, we have
ago,
more
or
boxes
5
for
years
you, by the
ago,
way.
5 years ago.
that's pretty good.
Isn't it like
I think it's
long
just time for it to
boxes?
I
sit.
paid
I don't know.
7 for mine.
Just have to make them.
What do you mean?
I might have some at my school actually that I'll bring for you that were paper
The
rolls.
only thing
Like really
is,
long one?
when they
I'll
were
bring-
filming
yeah,
last
'cause I
class,
have,
they
like,
were
really
looking
long
for
paper
his
roll
type of
boxes.
car.
Paper roll.
Like
And I was like, dude.
like they're no, they're 4 paper rolls, but they're
Oh.
just like boxes. Sorry, I'm not explaining things well. I'll
I was happy. I'm happy to Frankenstein some, but
I'll give you the long ones and you can Frankenstein the long one. That would be easier probably. Yeah, awesome. I'll bring those.
That was never how you say that.
What are you supposed to say? Oh my goodness, it's my life on the back card.
Yeah. Like, oh man, that's my mama. Actually, that was weird.
I don't
ask questions.
I don't either. I don't either.
I'm spying on her.
What?
What?
Wait, you have a camera mounted on the back of your house and you're seeing your wife? Is that what you're saying?
It's my security. It's how I saw the SWAT.
What if she started kissing another man? Can you imagine? What would you do?
What is happening?
Freedom.
Galen, you don't mean that.
Welcome to the Rumble House.
Jeez Louise.
We just got a big donation
Oh
from
my goodness, she's doing meeting.
the divorce lawyers.
I'm gonna tell her. Second, how can I talk to her? For here.
Is there walkie-talkie features?
Are you gonna talk to her through the camera? You're gonna scare her.
So scary. Just don't overdo it.
Did you just say that to her?
I'm always telling the kids.
Keep up the good work.
Did she flip you the bird?
Did she flip you the bird?
I would.
No, like, okay, so you gotta understand the history. That's how she broke her back.
Oh
She was
no.
weeding and then she weeded for like an hour and a half or something like that. And she went to get up and her spinal column broke.
Oh, like for real, bro. Oh my goodness.
And then it took 7 doctors to figure out what it was. They said it was bursitis and all kinds of stuff. And I said, it's not. We had to get 7 people and finally somebody took an x-ray. Oh, your vertebrae is collapsed onto your nerves. That's why it hurts so much.
You know what I have been doing in traffic when I get angry at someone? Instead of flipping them the bird, I give them a nice thumbs up.
Oh, I did it.
And it makes people really upset. When they
Smile.
drive by and you're like,
Smile
"Good
and
job,
wave, yeah.
thumbs
Yeah.
up to you." They get very insulted by it.
Sometimes Rich and I are just laughing maniacally, and it's like probably doesn't help either.
And I'm the one that
You do it over generations, dude.
It really does. I had somebody do that to me. I was carrying painting across the river last Friday. And that's exactly what they did to me. They were flipping out. Get out of the way, get out of the way. I can't hurry with his bike, you know? And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. And I was like,
Having plug-in problems.
By all means.
I just don't understand it was not.
See the peace? Yeah, anything loving? Yeah, totally. What the heck?
You're right, it does work.
Oh my god. It's over.
I was like, well, have a nice day.
Isn't that crazy? Like how I think when people are in pain, they don't like happiness.
I think you're right.
I think that's the.
No, it's 'cause they know you don't really need it.
I guess there's something to that.
See, anyone tell me calm down, I was like, well, we're-
Yeah, that doesn't work either.
No, that makes them absolutely.
Yeah.
Because not many people understand what that means. And then we get the picture up there.
In what culture does that mean?
That's what I mean. This is peace.
Yeah.
This is not. Some of them genuinely don't know because they just copy other kids and do it. But
Yeah.
that way is the two things.
I always do the backward peace sign.
That's what
Always.
that's what Galen was just saying.
Yeah. No, I'm agreeing. I always
Yeah.
do the backward peace sign, especially in like this. It's like if even as a courtesy thank you, I still give them the backwards pizza. Just to keep them on their toes.
Oh.
I also don't tend to give them the backward pizza in this way. I give that to them on my shoulder. So it looks like you're not sure if I couldn't turn my hand around well enough.
Right. It's just not very
Most people
flexible.
Hello.
Hello.
I brought a friend.
Hi.
Fred, Shiloh.
Hi.
That's Jess and Rich. from
Hello,
Canada,
nice to meet you.
Galen, Texas, and Chelsea. You don't have to remember all their names because that's a lot.
There's a test later.
Shiloh's been my friend.
Some fun.
Like,
Oh yeah, invest.
I don't even know. Longest friend.
Longest friend.
Now we're here.
Nice to meet you.
I just said you were 3 or something.
No, sure, 12.
I'm not getting pretty bad. I forgot to give you
So
yesterday.
I have no idea.
Forgot what?
I mean, we go through phases where like doing procedures, but like not
I woke up this morning and I was like,
Why is my stomach hurt?
fade in and out.
actually, I wasn't that hungry. It was really weird. But then I woke up. and I was
Exactly.
like,
No, seriously. It's like nothing changed.
dinner last night? And I was like, oh, I forgot to have dinner.
So,
I've actually been reading quite a bit about fasting,
No.
and I'm quite intrigued with the concept of fasting.
I'm actually forcing myself to drink this as soon as I've been exercising more now. And I like the cold, but I don't like the taste anymore.
Why don't you just have ice water?
Growing up, Galen, that's so cute.
Can't get ice water like this.
Is something on fire?
Me, I set a fire.
Oh, the heat gun. That's what it smells like.
And then I said, oh, I think I started a fire. And then you're like,
I can't hear anything. I feel I'm just over here in a bubble of
It only gets
allergies.
better.
I know, right?
Allergy
How many
bubble.
allergy pills have we been through in the last 2 weeks?
So
I'm
many.
just popping them like candy.
I know.
And it's still not working.
It's not.
I had to laugh when I came downtown this morning and I saw the train on the tracks over there, blocking all the traffic off. I'm like, what a great time for the train to go through downtown. And they have one that goes at 5 o'clock too.
Probably. Probably. Traffic downtown's been getting busy again. People going back to work.
we're never happy, hey? Like, downtown's dead, we're miserable. Downtown's alive, we're miserable.
Yes, I was gonna talk to you about that.
No. Not until like 10 o'clock.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's not allowed.
It felt so good.
How many people do we have on the live feed?
7.
That's nice.
Wow. Sorry for
Is
just
Richard with
sitting
us?
here yawning. Richard, are you here, Richard?
It used to feel like life or death if we had people on during the live feed, and then after COVID, it doesn't feel like it's life or death anymore.
It's pretty full in this little.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's nice.
There's really nice energy.
I have a different set of anxieties now that, corporeal.
Have we discussed the possibility of just going live for the auction?
What
Or
do you
we
mean?
feel like that would be a detriment to us?
What do you mean?
Well, if we were online for the auction part
Oh,
only.
just being live for the
Yeah.
auction. I don't see why we would though. It doesn't hurt us in any way to have the. Hi.
Hi. I was just looking at your art.
Oh,
It's very
I
nice.
would.
it
I
hasn't
would
quite
suggest
evolved into
that-
what it should be yet. I want it to be 3 figure drawing models with a series of people standing around them modeling. Right now, it doesn't make any sense. But I did figure drawing at school today, and I had such a nice time. I wanted to revisit that sensation, that feeling.
Nice. I like the like coppery background.
It's nice, eh?
It's got some good shine.
Yeah. It's quite a treat because I usually use gold.
It is, yeah. I like the copper. Conductive. Do they have conductive paint? That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
they do.
I think so.
I think a lot of the metallics are. You can also buy like little science sets.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like a science painting. Is basically what I was thinking.
Yeah.
We did that one at the top rainbow mat thing.
That one?
Yeah.
Rich too.
Oh, nice. All your paintings always look different.
I have
Not
a
always.
variety. I have a variety of styles.
Yeah, I
Right?
like
And
it.
it's not to say that. Like I remember, somebody said to me recently that they thought I was cribbing their style. They're like, "Oh, you copied this from." I was like, "Well, I could play a picture from the '90s. If you like, but I'd rather not go down that path." You know, and this is about 10 years ago that I had this conversation, so it wasn't recent. But I remember it was a weird conversation that somebody's like, "Oh, I see you're doing what I do now." Like, well, I do have pictures from before you were born when I used to do this, but
Yeah.
it's kind of like if you've been around long enough, you have a lot of things that you dig into,
Yeah.
and if you haven't done it in a while, you
It's fresh again.
yeah, they feel like they're brand new. And then I could totally see that if it was like something one of my contemporaries doing, it might even trigger me to want to like stake a claim, you know, like, oh yeah, here's me before you were born. You know? And that's not to say that it's like more valued, but it's as valid if I've been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah.
For sure. And but I actually had that thought just recently because I saw a video where a guy was showing this trend where people are taking markers and drawing lines around cartridges.
I'm just like, my mind's blown away.
What's your mind blown away by?
Well, it's a story about this old guy who didn't have a deed. And, he bought another section of land beside of that. And then he didn't register it. They're sending taxes to the owners for a few years. And they weren't paid. So he sold the house without telling them.
Oh.
And then
Where did this happen?
Nova Scotia. And then he found out because they sent them an electricity bill for people that were living there.
I keep having this dream that I have another student loan that I forgot to pay back.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But those people
I wonder what
said,
that means.
when they found out what
A dream?
they actually owned it, they gave it back.
No, like I just remember I had a series of bank accounts that were really complicated, and every now and then I worry that there's
Wow.
one I forgot about.
How they hear about this? I'll let you know later. I'm just in the process of selling things and
Sorry, what is
basically
it?
just selling things.
And then how did we meet you? Tell us your story. What's your origin story? Isn't it? Isn't that a great deep question?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, we don't do small.
No,
talk.
no one said
Fair enough, honestly. Might as well.
Marlo dragged you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marlo's a friend of mine.
That's a pretty good story.
Yeah.
We've been friends since we were 12. We met through other friends. Yeah, we basically met at Bible camp, which is a plot twist. 'Cause,
Recovering addicts of sorts.
yeah, recovering Catholics. Well, I am.
Yeah.
They asked me today how I became a Catholic school teacher the way I am.
Was it phrased like, how did you become a Catholic school
It was
teacher?
something along the lines of how did you skirt the system and become a Catholic school teacher? I was like, oh no, I'm Catholic. And they're like, I thought you said you're agnostic. I was like, when did I say that? Like, I guess at one point when I was teaching them, I empathized with agnostic.
Just not knowing, yeah.
No.
Anyways, we interrupted you on your origin story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by we, I mean me.
Origin
Because
story.
that's what I do.
Well, I came to understand you're part of the origin story, so maybe it's like a story you both could tell.
That's why you have to come from a complete set because it takes that long.
Where did you grow up?
I was born in Ontario, and then when I was 10, I moved here.
Yeah.
Mainly because my parents didn't have a job there, so they had to come here for it.
Right?
Been here since.
Where do you like better?
I prefer here.
Do you?
Because I'm here.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's
See, this is a
like,
good interaction for me
Where in
because
Ontario were you born?
so it's like an hour south of Ottawa. So just on like the St. Lawrence River.
Oh.
Little, it's like about an hour and a half away.
what happens
Yeah.
to the St. Lawrence River in the winter? Does it freeze over and everybody skates on it?
Well, because it's such a hefty river that they like definitely don't let people on it because it could be like definitely dangerous. But yeah, there's some people that attempt to ice skate on it, I'll be honest. But yeah, it's there's like other little sections of water that's all around. What I really like about Ontario is like how foresty it is. And like how the lakes there are like everywhere.
My cousin grew up in Vancouver, and when I became a teacher, he said, "Oh, I guess I'll never see Ontario in the fall." I'm like, "Why would you say that? Of course I can see Ontario in the fall." He's like, "No, you'll be teaching for the next 30 years." I was like, "I'm going to be teaching for the next 30 years." And even if I booked a trip out to Ontario in the fall, you can't predict fall. It happens when it happens.
Yeah.
So it's like, how could I ever get out to Ontario for a month to see the colors change and go through the seasons? But it is different, right? It's not like
Very different.
anywhere else in the world.
Exactly.
They actually
Very
have
vibrant.
seasons.
We went to Ottawa for our honeymoon, and I got off the plane and I was like, "Wow, it's really blue here."
Yeah.
And my wife's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Well, the air is more blue here." And she's like, "That is crazy talk." And then we looked it up, and it is a fact that the light in Ottawa
Almost exactly.
is more blue than Alberta.
Yeah.
It's just very subtle.
But it definitely shows the difference, I find. Especially if you live here and visit there.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Definitely. But my toes are red. That's why I had to. I like here.
I can't even
I
believe
went and got my fingers and I walked out and I was
Just
like,
just for like
that was a mistake.
the variety, you get like mountains, like cherry, you get kind of like
Yeah.
like camping and like front color on the other side, you know, like you got options.
It blows my mind that people come from all over the world to Calgary, Alberta,
Right?
and everybody goes to Banff.
So mad.
And practically nobody makes time to go to Drumheller. And there's places like Banff everywhere.
Yes, exactly.
Banff is not 1000% unique.
I
But
overheard Drumheller.
gosh, Drumheller is a special place.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. place.
Drumheller, yeah. Have you ever been to Wayne?
Yeah.
There was a moment there where the owner of the Last Chance Saloon was offering his saloon to somebody that would put it to good use.
Yeah.
And I thought very hard about quitting teaching and putting a room house in the Last Chance Saloon.
That would have been so cool. You have no idea. You probably haven't.
Well,
But
I missed my chance.
That's a cool idea though.
That was your last chance.
I would love to buy an acre or two out in Wayne or somewhere near there.
Yeah, can I tell you something else I really love about like Wayne and Drumheller? Is they don't have bear-proof garbage cans,
No bears.
right? They have rattlesnakes, but no
Yeah,
bears.
that's
Yeah,
true.
that's very
I saw one when I was.
To me, not being eaten by a bear camping is a highly, highly appreciated. What's that?
Yeah, I do prefer camping outside than I do mountain.
That's what makes camping exciting.
I like your parents' practice.
I saw it in Denmark,
Like,
like just a few months ago.
still. I like your bracelet too. Did you make it?
There's over there.
No, one of my buddies made it.
Especially in that.
Is it like chain?
Yeah.
What were the bears like near your Ontario homes?
Honestly, there's not crazy amount of wildlife. Yeah, more or less.
Squirrels and chipmunks.
Moose that come out. Moose from
It's like even like where the James Bay is on that map there, that's where you'll find like most of the wildlife is like northern. Southern you kind of get like very
Polar bears come down that far into the Hudson Bay? Or they just Manitoba?
yeah, I would say they probably cut off like Manitoba.
Yeah, like maybe that top corner of the area.
Oh, take it. Why not?
Probably, I think I've heard of. Did they ever attend the speaking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, wildlife for sure is more active here. That's for sure.
I would say them.
Survival. I am a landscaper and I work at Sport Check.
Which Sport Check?
The one in Crowfoot.
Okay.
So the north one.
Giving me all those discounts.
We stop in there quite a bit. Just teaches in
Arbor Lake.
Arbor Lake.
Yeah.
And I teach in Cochrane, so on the way back into Calgary, I pick her up. And then on days that she works late, Sport Check, chapters.
Yeah.
That's kind of my move.
Do
Absolutely.
you have water? Can I rinse this in?
Yeah, I thought.
Are you watercoloring?
I did the backgrounds last week and I was waiting for them to dry, so then I only finished one drawing and I just finished the drawings today. I did 3 little
Are the backgrounds watercolor?
Yeah.
I'm taking watercolor classes on Mondays.
Nice.
Well, I've taken like 3 now.
That's so nice. I love watercolor.
I love it. Despise it.
Oh, do you?
It was
Not
my
despise it.
it was my hardest class I took at ACAD.
No, I'm not judging you on.
Hey,
I'm
just give it
trying
a-
to process what you're saying. What would you despise about it?
That I have no control over it.
There it is.
Yeah, so I'm working through my.
Whoever
control
said you got
issues.
control.
I specifically knew going into watercolor class that was the case. Like I'm taking the class because I don't like it.
Okay, can I tell you something?
Because this is how I learn and grow.
Can I tell you something? Will make it less painful
Hello.
for you.
Have you been in before? Oh, welcome. Nice to see you.
Give yourself permission to not have control.
Yeah, that's basically.
Make your watercolor paintings, and the last layer, paint them with gouache, or at least have it in your mind. It's like watercolor, but it's opaque.
Okay.
It's kind of halfway between watercolor and acrylic. It's actually one of the oldest kinds of paint.
Hi, Joanne.
But what I was going to say was,
Oh,
if
for
you're-
sure. It was
if you're
really
making a
nice
watercolor
seeing
painting,
you.
Yeah, it's sure nice to be here. I love breathing in this air when you're open.
All the art supplies.
Get high on art.
Totally. Take care, Joanne. It was really nice seeing you. Take care, Addie. Bye.
like, don't fight with the watercolor. Let it do its thing.
Well, that's what I've been.
And then
learning.
when you're done,
Nice.
do a final layer of gouache, which looks like watercolor, but it's more opaque.
Yeah.
Opaque.
But there's definitely some water.
I love gouache.
I think we'll
And
eventually
gouache is like
learn.
one of the oldest kinds of paint.
Like tempera, like that.
Yeah, I think the Egyptians used gouache.
I wish there was an art class I could take on the basics of what everything is.
There
Like,
is.
without
There
going
absolutely.
to-
You know where you'd go for something like that? It'd be like Swinton's.
Yeah, I was gonna say Swinton's, they do like sampler nights, so you don't even need
That's
any of
cool.
the
Really,
supplies.
like
You
a
just
lot
get
of
to
places
Swinton's
like
art
Swinton's,
supply.
their whole gig
It's down
is
by off of McLeod Trail by
Like 75th.
That's
75th.
not. It's not. I
75th.
can get there by transit. I
neither by
don't
transit.
have any money for bus. I
Tra-
only
It's
take
near
the train.
IKEA.
No,
Yeah.
no,
No, it's near not IKEA. It's near
No.
Value Village.
Okay, I
chance.
can walk there from the train. actually.
75th.
I just illegally take the train.
You take the train. No, don't legally take
If
the
you
train.
if you took the
I
train
don't
to
have any money.
Chinook, you
Heritage.
could walk there from Chinook
Yeah.
Or
really
Heritage.
easily.
Yeah.
But they do they'll do an oil painting sampler night and an acrylic sampler
But even
night. and
if they were
give you all
teaching you
this
just a
stuff.
regular course, their bread and butter is selling supplies. So they do a lot of supply mentorship.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're gonna learn all the paint colors are based off the names of that. you know, like you don't say orange there. You name the
Wild beast.
Burnt umber,
golden fluorescent blue. Yeah.
cobalt blue.
Okay, do you want to see some of my watercolor art? Okay. So, oh, which one is mine?
The teacher won't let us bring our watercolor home, so I don't even know what they look like, but that's the point. She wants us to look at them all at the end instead of analyzing them.
What's your teacher's name?
Oh, thank you. You don't have to do that. You sure?
Yeah, now you don't have to.
Yeah, I know I shouldn't, but usually I get on at Shaganappi and take it downtown, so I'm only risking like,
$250.
yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
I know a teacher who was, they forgot to pay it and they went to get off at the other station, they got a $50 charge.
That's Ash's teeth. They got their teeth, yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you remember we worked with a teacher that suddenly started taking the bus to work for exactly 1 year and then started driving again?
Yeah, he was getting into shape.
Yeah, we haven't like started doing any landscape study. We're mostly learning like
Is that what he told you?
That's what he told everybody.
like how to layer it.
So, does that guy still
That was
teach
a
you?
class. So now
You
we
should
class
mention that, because he was at my school just the other day.
Doing what?
Something.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the question.
Tired.
That's the question I was going to ask because we had to get those police reports filled out, and they wondered if having to take the bus to work for a year would affect your teacher report. Which, by the way, I would have never pieced together myself.
Have you
so,
gotten a request for that?
Yeah, we did ours.
yeah, and then
Get it, like,
and then this is
just
fun.
email or what is
It was an email, yeah. So they were going through alphabetically. So Stricker came before Teru.
Yeah.
Didn't get anything yet.
It was a
maybe they're taking
it was
their
a
time in the,
stupidly phrased email. It was like it was not like this is your time to do this. It was like
Who should I ask about it?
it was not a well phrased email, so if you missed it or if it went in your junk mail or something, you know what I mean? Like it might
Yeah.
have gone right to your junk mail.
Well, if it doesn't say something important, I just ignore it.
Yeah, that might have been
Send me
it.
a copy of
I'll take a picture of ours so then you can see what
Did
the
they piggyback
I
on
like
something
watercolor
stupid?
because I feel
That
like
used to
it's.
happen at my school all the time. They'd say, didn't you get my email? It'd say something like,
Whatever.
Buggly Boo or something, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, well, I just piggybacked on another one. I'm like, well, that's why I didn't read it.
It's the water.
right.
What grades do you guys teach?
junior high to high school. She teaches
And I teaches 4 to 9. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I look at
Do you teach us?
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
What grades do I teach? 7s and 8s.
So
I feel like that's a lot of
comparison is a thief of joy.
It really is.
It's all the same.
It really is.
Yes. I find like junior high though very much like when personality started like really coming out.
Yeah.
That's when I remember my.
I remember
personality
your-
coming out.
That's when they
I
can be one
remember.
person one day and another person the next day.
Yeah, exactly. Just figuring it out.
When we had most of our arguments.
But yeah, that's cool. Like I said, a wide variety, so you can't go wrong.
Jess,
Yeah.
is there a poem about the three muses?
Probably. Look, I'm just emailing Galen. I'm just emailing this to you.
To me?
Oh, okay.
Just so you see what it looks like. And you can even like probably click on the link through there and do your own thing from it.
Okay.
But just if
This is a funny thing.
here, I'll find
Jess changed her name, or no, Jess was changing her as my beneficiary on my what do you call it when you're retired or life insurance?
Yeah.
And we got a notice saying that we need to follow up on it, and then the notice got canceled because the problem was that we didn't get back to it quickly enough. But it said there was a problem with my request for what was it called? Ask.com or something?
Well, no, it's like I have to call the actual benefits thing or the
Oh, it's not really. Can I tell my story?
yeah.
ATRF.
Yeah.
So it looked like to me that there was a problem with my police check when I saw that. Because I saw this random like a request I had and there being a problem and a delay. And I was like, is there a problem with my police check? And I started running through my head like what kind of things.
Did I do wrong?
And there were several things that I thought it might be like it could be this, this, or this, but hopefully it's not this.
Where's the
Even little
birth
things
certificate?
like
They're like, oh, you have to pay this $20 fee. So
they
email
just started
our
yelling
number.
at this guy on the street that was like
Yeah.
bullying an old lady,
Oh,
an
it was
old
only
man.
$20, but we had to
And I got out of the car to deal with him.
email them.
And then
But we
before
had
we
already
left,
submitted
he called the
paperwork,
police
so
on
there
me.
was like 3 different
Because I was
reference
dealing
codes.
with him
So I finally
bullying
called
somebody,
back
like, you know,
yesterday.
I
I was
called it
trying to
Donald
call
Trump.
last week because we
And,
wanted to get their name changed.
But I realized, like, you know,
Called all
it
last
could
week
be
and
that
they wouldn't even pick up the
one of
phone
these
because
calls
the
went
wildfires.
through,
They were just like, we're
you
too
know,
busy.
like, and I've got a
finally got
file.
through to somebody and they're like, yeah, you got to email this. I'm like, okay, so I emailed again. And
Something
then
like that happened to my brother. He was,
sending things, and then the first time
I think it was,
didn't have
he was trying to get,
on it.
I
And I
can't remember if it was his
Second time
trucker
it was-
license
I
or if it was a
literally
gun license,
put
but
the wrong
I phoned the,
information on one of the things that I knew.
Yeah.
phoned the police about
I knew
getting
what it
a
was.
check or something, and they said, well,
My old last name was Hyphen.
You need to come
And I
in.
put the hyphen
they said,
in the
don't
last
come
name. I
in
wasn't supposed to
because
put extra.
there's a warrant out for
Second
your
one.
arrest. And he said,
And-
like, what?
I was a little bit
It's
nervous
for
because
ticket
I was the one who
got-
filled
it
out
was
all
like
the
something
paperwork
like
and I
5
just
years.
changed my last
He
name.
had
So
a
on one
warrant
spot
out
I
for his
signed it
Were they
with my
being
old
funny
last
on
name.
this?
And then
No,
the
they
new
didn't.
No,
spots I
they were
signed it
serious
with my
'cause
new
they have
name.
to
And I
arrest
was
them.
like, oh, are they
Okay,
gonna
so
fix
that was actually pretty kind.
They were
And my
very,
thing
yeah,
was-
they were being nice
I
to him.
didn't know all the
And
info,
they
so
said,
I'm
you might want to pay this off
Oh.
And so like the first
because it's an
The first
outstanding
time I
ticket.
sent
and they
something, I had gotten my
basically
stepdad
put on a
license,
warrant
but
for you.
couldn't
And he said,
ask
I don't
for
even,
it.
so it was a
Once
ticket
I had
that
to, like,
they
call
sent
8 different
to the wrong
government
Would your
address,
officials.
stepdad
so he
be
never
on
got
your
it.
birth certificate?
It's complicated.
Okay.
And
He,
My
like,
thing
'cause he
is-
legally
this is
adopted
before
me.
they had
Oh.
everything
Married my
linked to your
mom.
driver's
And so-
insurance and stuff.
But then my
right?
mom
So-
changed her last name
He
and
didn't
then
know
changed
anything
mine
about
a
it.
year later, and it was just like.
So he said, well,
So
I'll
Ash
just,
has
I'll just go in
been
and
using
pay
this
that
as an
then.
excuse to not get at learners because they don't have IDs.
It's
So
my
they can't
excuse
get
for
it.
not doing
What?
anything.
I'll read you some poems.
They haven't had a bank
What?
account.
The
since
Three
December
Fates.
'cause their bank account got
Up
shut
in the
down.
cave
They have
of the
no
wind.
idea.
Who is it?
Like no idea
What?
at all.
Who's it?
So they've been like,
I don't know.
She's like, it's time to
Dora.
go crime.
Citrus
Literally,
and
I
short.
don't exist.
I can't do my taxes and I can't vote for them.
Yeah.
Where did I?
So I'm just like,
They're
yeah,
on strike, so they're like, we're not accepting anything at this moment.
Yeah. that's my
I still have
thing.
a number.
So I don't think I can vote at all next week because I don't have everything.
Well, and if you don't do your taxes, does that affect your monthly payments? Okay, so, yeah.
Oh, panic attack.
Yeah. The
Yes,
lovely
it really does.
administrator at the school changed Ash's name and everything today. I'm like, we don't have the new birth certificate. They're like, that's okay. We'll change it anyways.
Yeah, some places are good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the government doesn't.
I know. Once we get the birth certificate, then we can update Alberta Health and SIN.
Where's your
You
first
can
aid
update
kit?
Alberta Health before the birth certificate.
Can you?
Yes, I know.
We have 2 in the shelves by the
Looking
sink.
pretty iffy there.
You have a name change certificate?
Yeah.
Then
What do you think I'm gonna
Do
cut?
you need the name change?
Do they need like a copy notarized or
Here's
can you just
Oh.
upload it?
I was watching the
I never
finger.
know.
Just anything, eh?
That's
It's just
someone-
all bad.
Yeah, I know. I went to her office.
I've just seen it happen a few
Yeah,
times.
she's such a fancy office. I
To
know.
me,
For you, it's windows.
I
For me,
wasn't
it's like
gonna
people
have to
slicing
go
stuff.
there,
but I
That's
did
fair.
because
Yeah.
it was,
That's
Shelby
totally
was
valid.
there and
Yeah.
not all the right.
And I know you
corners
needed help with your windows, so I was like,
It
I'm
was-
not gonna help.
way more. of a
Terry
process.
helped me.
Did you ever see that? No, that's fine.
So if you couldn't
He
tell
pushed
our
it out the
agency
road,
is-
you know,
that's
and died.
Because he hadn't done windows before, and he didn't know what he was getting himself into.
It
Um,
was pretty funny.
did you ever see The Secret Life of Ultimate? You did. Our school,
Yeah.
our school went there, right? And the
I
scene,
wasn't there then.
Doing really good.
You were so.
I didn't get included.
They dab it, they're good.
Why not?
They haven't had grad yet.
Oh,
It's not till the
Well,
end.
you've
I might have
seen
been teaching grade 5 then.
I really want them to.
you've seen
I
this
do
movie?
too, because I think it'd be so
I've seen it,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah, so there's a scene where he's like, he needs to get on the helicopter. The guy's like, I'm just gonna finish this beer.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna get on the helicopter with you.
And then they get
That's
to
my favorite
July
line.
off to be a
That's pretty
kid,
good.
and then they have to try.
It's like, yeah, okay, I'm not
They are
Yeah.
very anxious about trying to find it.
I'm not gonna do it. And he's just so deadpan about it. He's like, yeah, I'm
And
I'm
they're
not.
And then the guy drink, he's like, yeah, okay.
Well, and I don't know
That's a
when
pretty good movie. I
that
bought
was
it.
also part of the stress.
I think you did, because here's what I remember.
I feel like they
I got
hire
surplus.
everybody.
And we went to go see that with Osborne.
I never went to
I'm sure I could get them in.
Were you sick that day?
At the end of the summer, they would.
I don't think my class was right. I was in grade,
They
I was
hire-
teaching
so I
grade
was
5,
hired
right? So
them.
it would have been
No, it was like a teacher day,
What's the word in a chapter?
and I was
I
surplus.
also got hired as a.
Oh, you're a
teacher.
teacher.
And everybody was traumatized. Our school went and saw it in the theaters at in Kensington.
Oh, you're right. I
And
didn't-
yeah, and I remember Shannon Boyle was sitting behind me because the kid in the movie was named Richie.
Is it a thing? Like, can you get a job?
And the whole movie was about
Yeah,
getting
right before Christmas.
downsized. And Boyle kept saying, "That's Richie's is something like that." And then she would look over and scowl at the surpluser.
The surpluser.
She who was,
Oh, I like her. This is wild.
yeah. Did you talk to her much? Or?
I guess turn
Talked to her a few times, yeah.
We'll be in Calgary by then.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's like the
Then that's
Tim
good,
and
at
some
least.
Verona, but that's in.
Yeah, she's genuine.
yeah, I was
people.
gonna say, there's like options.
Thank
How
you.
high is her
There's
self?
actually quite a few options out there. They're just all fast
Yeah.
food.
Oh,
that's
favorite
just-
resume.
Kind of high pressure.
Yeah.
Like not the most pleasant. For first
Okay.
Actually, both of you together,
Except
that's
for the
like one of the
theater.
best resumes I've ever seen. Best references.
Oh, you
Yeah.
totally burnt your
They're
canvas.
really good.
Yeah, I know.
It's like a pirate.
It was actually.
I told you guys.
It's a pirate map.
Yeah.
Jess, I wanted to show this to
I
you.
love that.
and
Oh,
I
I'm
mentioned
coming.
last time, but it was
Oh,
my
oh
little
my
art
god. My knee.
container.
Oh yeah.
How cute. It had cookies in it or something before. Or was it chocolate? Yeah, it was chocolate. That's mango sunrise. And then all of my little things. For
Yeah,
it.
you're such a
I've got all my like well,
Yeah,
this is for
yeah.
watercolors and stuff. Like sketchbook, watercolors and stuff. Right? Isn't it cute?
Oh,
I think.
Oh, thanks for showing me. That
It's
is
so
really
simple,
beautiful.
but I'm like, it literally had chocolate in it, and I bought it for the. I got rid of the chocolate. I didn't even want it.
That is so
I didn't get rid of it. I
You
gave
wanna
it,
push this under?
gave it away.
Hi, how are you?
Your heat doesn't know it.
Heading out.
How are your cows? Exercise.
I walk everywhere. I've had like a couple of years. But also like
But
for
it
walk.
went from.
So I'm
Oh. That's really interesting.
so we'll do it like that.
You walk everywhere you go?
No, I'm not sick, so I don't need to, but
we
like
have a
I tend to accidentally
And we
do it more than
here.
the
I left
average
the
person.
Yeah.
It was like.
I did that.
it
That's
was-
why I showed him about it. Yeah.
Are they, they're not the same size as my thighs.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's
But my
something.
forearms are.
I just need a piece of paper to write.
What?
What? It was warm?
warm.
Oh,
You
jeez.
might want to plug it in on
Anybody tell me
direct.
Yes. Yes.
No,
Oh,
it's
it's
just.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
It's you got 10 minutes till 9.
Yeah, I know. I just
Is
have
it
to.
10 tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Oh, we should get ready for the auction.
We should. Last week we didn't even do it.
And so just
There's no auction on it?
No, we just didn't set up chairs. for
Oh.
people to draw it. Didn't really go as planned.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
Are we moving the table?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are we taking pictures? We have time? No,
Need any
no, no.
Sorry.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Where do you want me to chill?
Oh my God, wait, look, right there. Thank you so much.
Okay, people, I guess we're gonna be shutting down the feed when Jess comes back. Make sure you come back at 9 to do,
But if we try, we'll.
to come to the auction. And then when Jess comes back, she'll cut down the fees.
Sorry.
Make sure you come back at 9 to the auction.
I'm gonna hit you with the tape on purpose.
Not put all the beats in the wrong place and stuff like that.
What is that? Where you saying your personal space is being whacked by a chain? Oh, better. I thought you were gonna say worse. I'm like, don't get wow.
You don't like getting whacked?
I'll organize it. Probably mine.
You're doing it so wrong.
He's gonna be like, where is
so
everything?
much
Yeah.
trouble.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but he's doing it.
I know, it'll be fun.
He's gonna come back and be like, where's all my stuff? I feel like he's got like his own way of
Interesting.
that owl is Where did that owl?
Too late.
You're tidying up for me. You sussy mates.
I was organizing it so you wouldn't be able to find me.
No, that's okay. I just wanted to bring this box and roll this table up. That's
Who did that owl?
Tanner. Tanner did this owl. And look, did you see?
Tanner, that's a whole nother bird.
It's so beautiful.
It's a whole box of nuts.
Yeah, feathers. And look, it's like aerosol, so the texture is there.
This is probably
The end was
Was that
one.
flames?
just now.
Yeah, when I unplugged it.
Oh, that's
This part right here.
Is it melted?
No, it was just warm. It wasn't hot.
It's not surprising.
Just so you know what draws quite a bit of power.
Yeah, I know where. Can you get out of the way?
I'm
Not you, Gavin.
no, not you,
Too
Gaylord.
late.
Too late.
I already
Get
did.
out of the way. Like, could you get?
I got out of the way so she can get out of the way.
She's
And
got
then,
it.
Hey,
We're
Bud
finding
and Eddie, how are
that's
you?
the worst spot to be. I just stayed there.
Hi, hi.
Jess, I told people that to come back at 9.
Yeah, Kelly, bye. I'm gonna say bye. I can't hear you anymore, but we're gonna turn off the live feed. Love you,
Bye.
everyone that's on the live feed. We're going to turn off the live feed. Come find us at 9 o'clock.
Well, would you talk to him? You talk to him yet?
Bye.
Bye. Love you.